He's back after a break away from competition cooking. Mark Harmon decided just 6 weeks before this year's big competition to compete, taking on some of New Zealand's top chefs.
Different from working in a restaurant. In a restaurant you've got 6 hours preparation time beforehand, but cooking in front of the judges you have to prepare, cook and then serve. So it's very terrifying.
So where was he?
I used to be the sous chef at Hooker Lodge in Taupo, and I was there for 2 years. I cooked for the Queen of England, and I cooked for the Dutch royals and quite a few other celebrities. I spent a year in the Caribbean where I worked at a resort called Armiñara, which has been rated the top hotel chain in the world for the last 3 years. To stay there cost about $10,000 a night US, and we had people there like Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, Kurt Russell, Goldie Hawn, Alicia Keys, Bill Gates, and the list goes on.
Mark entered the competition with just one goal in mind: gold.
So I've got 3 classes to do. The first one was a static, which is hot main and hot entree presented cold, which I've done very well on that so far. I've collected a gold. The second course is a mystery box, where they put a box of ingredients in front of you. You've got 15 minutes to write the menu, and then you've got 1 hour to prepare it.
But Mark's mystery box almost got the better of him.
Yesterday was a disaster when I was trying to write my menu for the mystery box. I forgot how to write, but I'm glad it wasn't a spelling competition because I would have lost.
Mark grew up in Palmerston North and says he got his love of cooking from his mum.
I've been cooking for about 16 years. Started cooking when I was 16 years old, but from the age of 10 to 16 my mum taught me how to cook and used to pay me $50 a week to do the cooking while both my parents were working.
He married a local girl and now has 3 children. He says the demands of being a top chef are hard on a family.
Being a chef, you're never home, you see. Yeah. You work. I mean, I'm an executive chef of a hotel, so I'm doing split shifts every day. I work weekends. I have Sundays off, so I go to church. But generally, you're always busy, and it's quite challenging to have a family and be a chef at the same time.
But his faith helps. He says it makes him more aware of how he acts around the kitchen.
I try and be a nicer person, and I try not to get angry and throw pans at people. I try to encourage people and try and bring the best out of other people.
And this top chef has aspirations of being in the limelight.
I've started doing a TV show in Palmerston North with Te Aroa TV, which is called Taste for Life. Just drizzle that with a little bit of avocado oil, just for presentation, give it a little bit of colour, nice bit of gloss, just like that. And then we're going to finish it with just a little bit of our baby herbs, which is what you call microgreens. We're just going to sit that on top like that. So far so good. We've nearly finished the first series, and it's been quite good.
Mark does admit, even with the standard and quality of food he prepares at work, he seldom cooks at home.
I don't like to cook when I go home. My wife does the cooking at home, and her friends are always asking her about the fantastic food that I cook at home. She's always saying that, oh, well, he doesn't.
Not every chef can boast gold medals won in the New Zealand Culinary Fare's Chef of the Year, but Mark has 2. And you can bet now he's tasted gold, he'll be back next year in a bid to become New Zealand's Chef of the Year.
Yeah, and when you cook for, say, if you've got a really, really busy restaurant and you've done, say, 80 customers in an hour, and every customer is happy and they've enjoyed their meal, it's very rewarding. You can go home, sit back, read the paper and know that you cooked 80 meals tonight and everyone's happy.